Some big crypto news, some good news, some bad news, how much money I've been making mining one specific speculative cryptocurrency that, to be honest, I'm betting pretty big on here just by the nature of having these miners along with a bunch of other stuff. My name is Vosk, you're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. I'm going to condense down hours and hours of research into about 15-minute video. Let me know if you like this format. If you don't, down in the comments below. No fluff, just stuff. Let's jump into it. As always, this is not financial advice. Let's jump into the big one. You may have seen a couple headlines. Let's break it down a little bit further. Nomad just got drained for over $150 million in one of the most chaotic hacks that Web3 has ever seen. It sounds like a movie intro. And guess what? I watched Harry Potter this weekend, so I'm pretty much in cinema mode. So, you're a lizard, Larry.
You're a lizard, Larry.
I'm a what?
It all started when Officer Sia shared Sprequel Ways tweet in the ETH security Telegram channel. Basically, looks like we're getting rugged, looking sus, FYI, kinda sus, you know, and then like, and you know, somebody's getting ejected, that's for sure. Basically, manual digging coming in here, digging through, digging, and I'll save you the longer story of this, but Nomad was exploited 190 million. CoinDesk reported $200 million, all withdrawn from their bridge. A hacking feeding frenzy of over 300 addresses. This was reported per PeckShield, a security firm, and they also do audits. We've talked about them a bit before here on the channel. It was initially discovered on Monday by an unknown hacker who quickly stole nearly, I mean, this is insane. Imagine just like figuring something out, bang, bang, boom, and you just acquired, you stole, you commandeered $95 million. I mean, it's a little bit of a gray space, right? Obviously ethically wrong. But if there's an exploit and you exploit from a decentralized application with no intermediaries, no companies, this and that, and you exploit 95 million out of that, I mean, like, how does anybody take you to court? I'm not saying I agree with exploits and hacking and things like that, but it's a tough spot to be, especially as cryptocurrency is supposed to be permissionless and immutable, which in this instance, then the hacking party can never really be held accountable, as if, like you say, broke into your local bank and took a bunch of money or whatever else. But hey, there's white hackers, which are ethical hackers, and that's not a racial thing, just to be very clear on that. It's a term, and yeah, you gotta clarify things these days. So they grabbed about $8.2 million from the bridge exploit, and they're expected to return the funds. I will say, I think maybe they should get a little tip for their good deed, but that's up to that community to decide. Hopefully they utilize a DAO, decentralized autonomous organization, and they have some kind of vote related to that. On the further topic of DeFi, decentralized finance, giants Aave and Curve may want their own stablecoins. We talked about this a little bit before, but it's heating up, right? Aave, a liquidity protocol where you earn interest by lending out your cryptocurrencies and you can borrow assets against them, and apparently you can even build applications, and obviously they have staking and even a voting platform built into their protocol, their dApp here. And then there's also Curve, which is a liquidity pool. You can liquidity mine here. In essence, you can earn money by deploying your capital. You can of course make decentralized trades, and many stable coins live out of Curve. It's old school branding. You can tell who the people who made this are at the youngest, in their 30s. I think this is fun. This is kind of nostalgic for me, but as much as I like the branding, I actually find it like unappealing at the same time. I enjoy the nostalgic factor, but it's kind of hard to read. You're like, oh yeah, let me check out the daily stats. Instead of like nice graphs and, you know, modern tech stuff, you get this, which, you know, okay. If you're totally new to this stuff, make sure to check out our MetaMask video guide on how to get started with DeFi and making money, and then watch our Uniswap video on how to lend out your coins, deploy your capital, and stuff like that. Don't want to clog today's video up with all of that stuff. Enter NFT counterfeit detector Mark Vision, raising $20 million in a Series A funding round. So regardless of the very recent market conditions, there still are projects, companies, VCs raising tens of millions of dollars for new projects related to cryptocurrencies, non-fungible tokens, blockchain technology, Web 3.0, we continue to hear. And it's interesting. They use AI to spot and remove counterfeit physical and digital products on over 1,500 online marketplaces. Personally, I find this exciting in the simple fact that money is being raised in our ecosystem, proving that some are still bullish, they're forward thinking, they're believers, they don't think that this is going to go away, they think it's going to continue to grow, and people that invest in funding rounds expect to see returns. That's the fact of the matter here. Just like another funding round, Bitcoin miner Marathon, or Mara, you may be familiar with the ticker, secured an additional $100 million loan. Not quite a series funding round, but an investment nonetheless here. So this loan is collateralized by Bitcoin. That's cool. The Bitcoin miner also refinanced another $100 million loan with the same firm. That firm would be Silvergate Bank. The new revolving line of credit allows Marathon to draw $50 million initially and an extra $50 million up to 270 days after closing, with a variable interest rate that is currently at 7.25%. Bitcoin's value has fallen in the last few months. Companies like Bitfarms and Argo sold a large portion of their BTC holdings, which we previously reported on. Bitcoin mining farms have been huge sellers, selling not only more than they're producing each month, but they're also all dipping into their basically Bitcoin treasuries and dumping because, well, they're clearly bearish, scared, but above all, they have bills due in USD or other fiat currencies. And if they don't have enough runway, well, they can go belly up, and that's a scary place to be. Bitcoin miners continue to remain in stock, and their prices have remained pretty stagnant as Bitcoin trended down and has seen some relief and come back up in price. But again, relatively trading pretty sideways. We see the Bitcoin miner S19 Pro from Bitmain still trading at about $6,000. And then also the Bitcoin miner S9 XP still priced at over $11,000 per retail pricing on their site. However, they are requesting bulk orders in this amount, but there are resellers that you can deal with that can help you buy individual units and things like that. For example, I'm trying to source a Bitcoin miner XP from Coin Mining Central, who we've worked with in the past. They help us source miners, and you also save if you use our link or simply punch in our VoskCoin discount code, which I'll link out down in the video description below. I'm not trying to really push it or shameless plug it. I'm just trying to be transparent in the way we work together, where I source some of my miners from, why, and also just an option that's done me well over the years, because a lot of resellers have popped up and a lot of them are unfortunately just kind of imploding. Enter Hector Network, who we covered previously when they were Hector Finance. Now they're Hector Network, and here's an update on them, and they have supported the channel previously. Trading at $22.38 a coin here with a market cap of $53 million. But it's a utility token complemented by the Tor stablecoin, and they're trying to build towards Web3, DeFi gaming, things like that. They are utilizing the Fantom blockchain, so you can grab some heck on a decentralized exchange like SpookySwap. If you don't know anything about Fantom FTM, watch our video guide on how to add Fantom to MetaMask and start making money with the FTM token and their own unique blockchain. Over the last couple months, Hector has bottomed out and continues on a trend upward. What will happen? I don't know. Time will tell. Just like the New York financial regulator told Robinhood, we are fining you $30 million. Apparently, as its business grew, Robinhood Crypto failed to invest the proper resources and attention to develop and maintain a culture of compliance here. The good old NYDFS announced a $30 million penalty to Robinhood's cryptocurrency arm for alleged violations related to anti-money laundering, cybersecurity, and good old consumer protection laws. I'm glad you're here, government. Maybe you could tax me some more. I know you print as much money as you want, but would you like some more of mine too? I know I don't have a money printer, but I hate this money anyway. I will say the last interesting note in this article, though, is the fact that they conducted an examination of Robinhood Crypto between January and September of 2019. And it is in that area that they found deficiencies. But Robinhood Crypto has expanded exponentially since then. So interesting nonetheless. Are there more violations on the way, or are they killing it? I'm just glad that they are improving and refining their platform, because to say it was rough a couple years ago would be an understatement, especially with the trading being halted and all the Dogecoin, meme stock drama, everything like that. So, as part of today's video and keeping all of our content free, I do have to thank Margex for making it possible. We have worked with Margex before. They've been around a little while, and they claim to be the reliable way to trade Bitcoin with up to a whopping DeFi degen level of leverage. 100x. It's all of our dreams to 100x our buys. You can even 100x your risk with leverage. But with more risk comes potential more rewards, or absolutely getting blown up. That's the fun in trading. Cool notes though. So they claim to have bank grade, multi-layer security, all that stuff. But I like that they have no personal details required. There's no KYC required here, which is interesting. They use the liquidity of over 12 exchanges in their platform here. They have their own system called the MP Shield system here. This is supposed to basically protect the price, right? Specifically protecting their clients from drawbacks of price manipulation that often trigger unfair liquidation on other platforms. They claim it's entirely unique and available exclusively on their platform. Privacy, secure trading, and transparency, I mean, that's like talking dirty to somebody in crypto. Obviously, you can short things. You can long things on this platform. And while they are headline leads with Bitcoin, you also can perform leverage trading with Ethereum, XRP Ripple Dipple, LTC Litecoin, EOS. They like when you say ADA and not ADA. Cardano. Get some Sol with Solana. Unicycle along with the Uni token. You can do all of this on Margex, but you can get an even better deal if you punch in our unique promo code, which is down in the video description below, along with using our unique referral link. As everyone who knows that subscribes to the VoskCoin channel at all, I love mining cryptocurrencies. And one of the coins I have a lot of miners on right now would be Kadena. Yeah, I'm trying to say it right consistently now. KDA. And so I've got 4 miners on there, or actually 5. And so I've got, it's not even really a detail of the miners so much as, let's run the numbers and I'll break it down a little bit, right? But we got 13.1 KDA mined, 7.4, 2.3, 0.72. So I have a KD6, I have a KD Lite, I also have a KD Box Pro ×2, and then a KD Box. It's all outlined here, and all of these profits are directly correlated to that. These are 4 different KDA miner models. These are all gold shell miners, and they all have different price points depending on when you buy them and from where you buy them. Let's just say offhand, this is probably $40,000 worth of mining rigs, if not less, in these current market conditions as their prices have come down. It's not cheap by any means. I'm also consuming a chunk of electricity every day, and I'm just gonna guess on the electricity number here, but so I'm mining 23.5 KDA a day pretty much, which at the current price point, which has pulled down pretty significantly just in the last couple of days, percentage wise I should say. I've mined about $45. Conservatively, I can probably say we're burning up $15 in electricity at my electric rate. Probably less, but we can just basically say that. So making $30 a day, in profit is awesome. Nothing to be ashamed of by any means, but very expensive buy-in on these devices. Over the next year, that's only $11,000, which is a very far cry from say 40 grand. But some of these miners have come down significantly in prices, like the KD Box Pro. KD boxes can be had for, I don't know, around $1,000 right now, maybe 2 grand. It depends. People are still pretty bullish on mining in KDA. So As always, do your own research. I'm not trying to push it or anything like that. I just wanted to report on a little bit of real world mining profitability for you. I'll dig up the exact numbers and where I'm at, and maybe break it down in a specific video and talk more elaborately about this and run the exact electricity numbers. I just kind of wanted to throw it into this video because I did a lot of KDA miner reviews when I got all these in, and there's been a little bit of a lapse in coverage, and the network has changed some, right? The mining difficulty, how many coins I'm mining per day, the miner prices have changed significantly, and the KDA price continues to overall trend down in the medium term, but in the short term it is up. But you go to the 3-month chart and we are buried in red. But volume is increasing. It's increasing a lot, and we're really seeing a short-term peak in volume matching the previous peak from a couple months ago. Basically, I went to technical analysis college, and we may have a Bart Simpson coming up, but as always, time will tell, and time will tell. You better subscribe. You better hit that thumbs up. You better stick around, because we got the fluffiest and the furriest. That's going to be Tails, our resident Doge, Shiba Inu, and our CTO, our Chief Trading Officer, here on the tube. In all seriousness, thanks so much. Please follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Trying to do the whole short form content. We're going to be chopping up some videos and putting up some YouTube shorts here on the tube as well. We'll see where it goes. I'm trying to adapt a little bit more and evolve before I become extinct. I don't know. The kids, all they do is watch TikTok, and I'm like an old. I'm not hip anymore. I ain't relevant. Well, I ain't cool with that. So anyway, I'm done. See you later. Thanks for watching.